Okay, is this working yet? It is or it is not. How could I say? I have no idea. Actually, actually have no. I think it is. It is working. Oh man, I have no idea how this YouTube live thing works. Anyway, a thing I noticed the last time was the microphone is not very strong, not easy to understand. Anyway, I'm gonna stay working here in new materials and stuff for Neon City update, and this is one that I've just create. Actually, I think it's an interesting subject what I'm actually doing, because it's kind of an I plus D. I don't know what's the name in English. Anyway, the thing is that I'm creating new materials for Neon City for the next update, and the interesting fact is that I'm creating them using a new workflow that I found. I don't know if I'm the first one or not, and I don't care. Um, but it's pretty interesting because okay, I'm gonna try to create another texture live, and the point is that the base material I'm gonna get it from Midjourney. If anyone doesn't know what it is, it's an EA or AI. Yeah, AI. That's English way. And we're gonna ask it to bring me some. Okay, I'm gonna get the basic material uh, from the AI results, and then I will have to work with it in Photoshop, and then we're gonna work on this new software that I found very interesting, Substance 3D Sampler, which I've just tested today, and it's pretty nice for creating materials with just diffuse map. Until now I use it to work with shader map, and it was good, but actually not very good creating normal maps. So far different. It's very much better, the algorithm, or I don't know if it says it's an AI, and I think it is, because that's what I want. I want the program to understand what is it in the diffuse map and translate it to an height map, and then create the normal map. And that is pretty much what this program does. So I'm pretty happy with the results. Sometimes it makes weird things, but it's pretty good normally. Much better than any other way that I found out. So gonna check, is it live or is it not? Yeah, I don't know. Really, I don't know. How could it be that I don't know if I'm streaming or not? Because I have no idea how this thing works. Okay, it says it is live. Can I see? Yep, it's working. Okay, nice then. So I'm gonna create one material um, from zero, just asking Midjourney what I want for my base. In this case, I want some metal planks. I'm gonna say 2D texture, metal planks, flat, iron, maybe I want some screws um, as a detail. I want it to fit into the cyberpunk style. And okay, normally we will have to make a lot of prompts just to find out a good result. Um, but I'm gonna start with this, which is pretty straightforward. What I want and prompts just to find it should work, and it looks like it's working actually. Okay, I'm gonna announce here that I'm going live. Okay, I can found okay. Yep, whatever. Wait, maybe this is not the place for this message. Should be in work in progress. Yep. Anyway, here is it. And what do we have? This look like a video game texture from a crate. It will be great texture for a crate, I think, but this is not exactly what I want. I wanted metal planks, not wood planks with metal. So maybe I should try another of just sometimes just changing some of the words make a huge difference. Flat iron screw, metal planks, metal, it's gonna say metal vertical planks, iron. Yeah, just like that. It's different prompt. It should work different and give different results. It might be enough. And it looks like it was enough. That is most of what I was looking for. I was actually looking for something similar to this result. And in case that I'm not pretty happy with the result, I can ask it for a reroll of the prompt with a different seed, and it will give me different results. It still has some wood style. Maybe planks is not the correct word. But I don't know which one could it be. You can see it. There is some details that reminds to wood planks, not exactly metal. And I have one problem with this, and it's that it also have a lot of vignette of how is this word pronounced? Vignette. Okay,
Vignette.
vignette. It sounds like a French vignette.
Vignette.
Vignette. Okay. There's a strong vignette effect, and it still looks like wood mixed with metal. Really weird. Okay. Maybe I should change the word planks for another that doesn't remind too much to wood. So like panels, but this is not a word I want to use because this is not exactly what I want. What I want it is what I'm receiving, but just without this wood mix. Weird. Anyway, I'm gonna check. All of these are good, but not good enough. It still looks like a weird mix between wood and metal. Okay, that is what happens when you say panel that appears things like this, and it's not what I want. I'm not pretty sure if the mouse is shown in the. I think not. It's not here. Okay, maybe I can. Okay, it is. Here it is. My the pointer. Okay, that is what happens when you say panel to the AI. That's why I didn't want it to say panel. Vertical panels. Okay, it didn't work exactly as I wanted. I'm gonna re-roll this one and should find. Okay, the time wasted on it is just thinking which word would be understood by the AI and give you what you want. Vertical planks. What? There's another word that is not. What? Slat. Slat. Maybe slat is a good word. Thanks, Google Translate, for your help. Gonna check. Okay, this is exactly what I want, but for the wood touch. Just didn't want it. Okay. Slat is it's good. It looks good, but you can't say until it finished. That's way better. Yes, way better. This actually looks like the thing I want, but they're not pretty beautiful indeed, so I just want to check another ideas. We'll have sci-fi, and I'm gonna check it out with cyberpunk. But this word is actually mm, pretty dangerous because it will mess up everything. I'm pretty sure it will mess up everything. Not, I don't know, but it used to. It will include a lot of strange machine elements without any sense. Okay, um, okay, it hasn't finished. This one looks good. This one looks good, and this one looks like the door of a jail. Whatever. Anyway, this one looks good enough, so I can make a bigger version of it. And even this one, it's also very good. Okay, that's what happened when you say cyberpunk. A lot of strange elements appear here and there and start making less and less sense. Okay, this one is also pretty nice, and this one too, so they can be used. 3 and 4. So in this point, this one is also very nice, and but you know the vignette effect is very good, very strong, and this is a problem because when you want the texture to be repeated, um, this corner is so dark that it would be very easy to spot that it won't tile very good. Anyway, I think we have enough material to do something, and I'm gonna create a folder to save all this. Okay, wait, there's this is new. It's very nice, I like it. This is Cyberpunk, I think, and even though it's good enough, this one I think it could be used, maybe. And this one I also like it, but there's a lot of lighting here, and you know, you should get images as flat as you can, so texture will look better then. It will be easier to work with. Okay, I'm gonna save it. In my folder here. Okay, I had. Okay, it's just I'm working with 3 monitors, so some of the stuff are out of camera. This is just metal, and it should be tiles, and here's it, metal, and we're gonna call it. How should it be called? That depends on the other materials we had in the library, because we don't want two materials to have the same name. That would be pretty much a problem. And come on, I have very few metal materials. That is not much, but I think plank 0, 1 and 2. So this one can be metal planks 3. Good enough. That is what it's going to be. Metal planks 3. And which one is going to be? I don't know. 1, 2, and another. This one is good. I'm gonna start with some of this. Maybe this one, I like it. In fact, I like this one, but I think the light is going to give some problems. And the sci-fi ones wasn't bad at all. So we have here 4 different versions for different ideas. And okay, so that is the process. Okay, look at this one, it's pretty nice. And this one too, I like. And this one is nice too. A lot of good stuff here. Anyway, gonna step to the next step on the process of creating a material from these images we've got. And the next part should be to ensure the size and the border and the lighting to be correct for it to tile. So metal planks 3, and which one should we choose? I think they all they are all of them are fine. I don't know, this one, maybe this one. Okay, so this is what we have here in Photoshop, and I've preset some actions to remove the lighting. I'm gonna check if some of this work as I want it. Okay, it's good. It's not perfect, but it might work. I'm gonna rename the texture like metal plank 03. And next step is to go to substance. So here we're gonna drop the texture into our project, into a new project. Okay, I had to move this thing out. And image to material, import. It's pretty straightforward process. And okay, Whoa, this is not looking good. Why? Why? I'm asking myself why it looks so weird. That is the texture and that is the result. It's not even similar. What is happening here? Do I ask myself? It's gonna reduce detailing to 1 because there is something strange happening here. What is this line in the middle of my image? Ambient occlusion, delighting intensity. Okay, I had to remove the delighting effect, but what? What? What is happening here? I really don't understand. This is not the map I do have set here, and I don't know why it's not. It's just different. Okay, I'm gonna fill the base color layer because the map that I set to the project it's being used by the AI to generate the maps, so it's not actually what we're seeing here. So I'm gonna fill this file with the original image. Okay, so we're gonna add a layer that is called fill, and we're gonna fill the base color with the actual base color, which is this map, and it looks different. As I say, it looks different, very different. I don't know why it's doing this thing. Why did it change? Geometry equalizer. Okay, I'm gonna disable this filling just to check what is happening here. Well, in fact, the displacement in normal map it's looking pretty nice at the moment. Good enough. But this is it should be a metal, and actually it's not. So I'm gonna include a metal finish layer. I want it. Okay, I don't care what it is. We can say this is lead or iron. Iron. Okay, natural. Mask. I don't want any mask. This is good enough at first, I think. It's not looking bad, but I want the seams to fit better. And I think there's a layer for that. Make it tight. Here is it. Exactly. But it's not doing a perfect job. At all. What is this? Okay, this is better. Well, it starts looking like it's styling correctly. At first. It looks good enough. It's not perfect because you can see here are some screws that actually fading, and as I said, it's not perfect, but it's looking good enough at least. You can set the values to the point where we felt it looks better. Well, I think it's looking good enough. And in this point, there is a shadow in place here that is pretty obvious that it's tiling. Uh, Less obvious yet. Spots removal. Okay, it's looking good. And now we can play with the different layers that are preset into here. And actually there's a lot of interesting stuff, like, I don't know, like dust. We can add a little bit of a dust here. It's pretty nice. And we can also include some scratches. Where are the scratches? Okay, here. As you can see here, there's a little bit scratches here and there. Okay, what else can we do? Add a little bit of rust. Not pretty sure that I want rust in this material, but we can check out rust spread edge influence. Not pretty sure that this is what I want. Okay, yeah, it makes, sometimes it makes weird things. You can see just moving the rust behind dust, and it makes everything darker. That has barely no explanation, but you know, you can just take what it gives you and accept what is good and just work with it. Well, I don't think I want rust into this material, and actually I think it's yet good, and it doesn't need anything else, but I want to play a little bit more, so I'm gonna check out couple layers more, uh, just to see how they look. This is oxidate, similar to rust, but here you can select the color, which is a little bit better, but don't want it actually. And yeah, there's another thing I do want, and it might look good indeed, and it's dirt. Because it's pretty similar to dust, but it works a little bit different. It has grunge to the material, so I think that's too much. Uh, yes, I think it's too much. Um, no, I think it was actually good like this and doesn't need anything else. Anyway, in this point we have created a material. I'm gonna save the project because I don't want to lose it, and this one is going to be called metal planks 03, and the next thing to do is just export the result, keeping the same name, metal planks 03. In the settings we can, and this is a pretty good one, we can select what is the software we're gonna use. In this case I'm gonna select Unity Standard, but we can actually select HDRP or Unreal or whatever that we're going to use it for, and select the folder. Metal planks 03, select and export. This is pretty quick. So here is it, the material. We do already have it, and we can go back to our project into this is my Unity project where I'm upgrading Neon City. And where is metal? Here is it. Just add new material textures and go create another material. Metal planks 03. Okay. It's time to check if everything goes right. Well, it's looking pretty good. It will look better with the better parallax effect. Maybe in HDRP will look pretty much better than here, but it's nice, and I think we can tile it without any problem. So we had a new material, just like that. And as long as it is done, I'm gonna end this streaming. So see ya. Until next time.